Hey guys, it's Chey. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. So I am blonde, okay? I am blonde. This hair is from Mega Look Hair. This is their Barbie Blonde in 22 inches. This is a frontal, no baby hairs, okay? Because what they say, okay, don't be adding baby hairs on your blonde wigs. Clearly I got a new look going on. Today I am going to be testing out some new products. Some of these products I had in my collection that are untouched and I need to get some use out of them. Others are products I just bought and so I'm excited to play with. And then I have a couple oldies that I just want to make sure that I'm using them and developing my thoughts on them. I have the ColourPop Sage the Day palette, the One Size Secure the Glow primer. This is like their tacky primer. P.LOUISE Glow with the Flow blush palette, J'adore Cosmetics blush palette, and the NYX Pro Fix color corrector or concealer. Those are just some of the products that I used in today's video. If you want to get my thoughts on them, you'll have to stay towards the end, okay? You're gonna get my first impression, honest opinion, and yeah. So if you like it here, you like my vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. As you can see, my skin is very much bare. I just have moisturizer and eye cream and, you know, my skin is glowing. For primer today, I'm going to be using the One Size Secure the Glow Tacky Hydrating Primer. It does not come with a top. It has the twist and lock component like from the MAC Studio Fix. So I'm just going to pump some out, do about 2 pumps, and I'm gonna apply it on. I'm applying it all over the face. I do have oily skin, so I'm going to take the Secure the Blur in my pore areas. This feels nice and refreshing, and it's starting to dry down and it is getting like a little sticky, nothing too crazy. I personally do not like sticky primers. Personally, like the e.l.f. Power Grip, I think that was the only one that I tried, and I'm just not a fan. I think for my skin, especially being oily, it kind of just like pulls the foundation and leaves like texture. So yeah, that's a no for me, but I can feel it drying down. It feels really nice and comfortable. I don't have any new brow products, so I'm just gonna do that off camera. So the brows are on and I look a little scary, but that's okay because my hair is a little bit lighter right now, so I want to have some lighter brows. So the primer is completely absorbed into the skin and I no longer feel like that tackiness. Just for some reassurance, I'm going to be taking the One Size Secure the Blur primer. And I'm just focusing this into the T-zone, a little bit onto the cheeks where I get a little oily. I'm going to be priming the eyes, so I'm going to just take my P.LOUISE eyeshadow base. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking the ColourPop Sage the Day eyeshadow palette. These are the shades Literally Stunning. I've had this palette for a while and I haven't used it. I thought it was so pretty, but I haven't gotten the chance to actually play with it. The holiday season was pretty crazy, just going back and working, so I'm glad I get to play with all my makeup now. I'm gonna start with this shade right here. And I'm just going to tap that right here. This is what I'm gonna be using as my transition shade. I haven't used a ColourPop palette in quite some time just because for me, I feel like the palettes were not giving like any depth, but this palette was really pretty. So I'm hoping that it's going to be buildable. Then I'm taking this darker brown called Manifest, and it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but this is the only other darker brown that I have, so this is what I have to work with. So I've never really used an eyeshadow with a shimmer in it, so we're gonna see how this goes. I prefer just like a matte dark brown, but you know, it is what it is, and I really like how this is really warming up. And I love the depth of this eyeshadow because I was a little scared, not gonna lie, with that transition shade. I don't really have a black, so I have no choice but to go into this color called Smudge Me, and this is just a really dark green. And I'm just going to add this to the outer V, and I'm just going back and blending the edges. This is cute, but I want the transition to be like a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna dip into another palette just to get like an orangey shade. I'm gonna be taking the Revolution times the Plastic Boy Forever Flawless palette. I'm gonna be taking Madness right here, and I'm just going to apply that into the crease. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I was going for. Just to really warm up this eye. I'm now gonna take Sips Tea, which is a very pastel green. I'm actually going to pop this on the inner corner. And I guess all over the lid. Just to blend these two colors together, I'm gonna go into Tree of Life and just add this right here. This is what the eye look is giving right now. I'm gonna add some wing liner and lashes, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the rest of the face. Okay, so I'm back and the eyes are on. I'm still trying to get used to it, but I love this color combo. So I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter underneath my foundation. I'm gonna be taking the Anastasia highlighter stick in Hot Sand, and this is what she looks like. Just stunning, freaking gorgeous. To the nose, a little bit on the cheek, just where I highlight. Just to give me that glow from within, and look at that. And I'm gonna blend that with a sponge, just so it's nice and diffused. For foundation, I'm gonna be taking the YSL All Hours foundation. And this foundation is really nice. It's definitely full coverage, so a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just going to spray my face. I'm gonna be using the LYS setting spray. This is supposed to give the skin like a natural finish. I do say it's very comparable to the Charlotte Tilbury. So if you're looking for an affordable setting spray, this one is definitely worth it. And the mist is super fine. For cream bronzer, I don't really have anything new, so I'm just going to be taking the NARS Laguna bronzer. This is in Laguna 4, and I'm just going to warm up the skin. So I am nice and bronzed, and for concealer, I'm gonna be trying out something completely new and different for me. I have the new NYX Pro Fix Concealer Sticks, and I have never used a concealer stick. I've only used like liquid. This is golden number 10. And this is 07 beige, soft beige. I'm so nervous about trying this because I've never tried like a cream under the eyes. This is what number 10 looks like. I'm going to put her underneath the eye. I don't know about this. It's okay so far. It's just a learning curve, I guess. The texture is, it's not bad. And I mean, it has so far good coverage. I don't know. Normally with cream products, you don't really want to use a sponge, you want to use a brush. So I'm using this like kitten paw brush, and I'm gonna just start off with the chin. And this is literally like a beautiful highlight shade, and I'm gonna start on the edges, bring it out. Ooh, wow. I definitely, well, yeah, I don't really need to go any lighter than this. I did order these online, so they look a little bit darker online. And that was actually really easy to blend. I am going to try the other shade. I think I might be a little insane, but I just want to see what it's giving, okay? I just want to add a little bit, okay? This is soft beige beside it. Oh my god, guys. I literally must be insane to use both of these shades, but I just gotta see what it looks like, okay? I'm gonna take a little bit right here. Just like that, just a tiny bit. And I'm gonna go down the center of my nose, and that is very bright. That is bright. That is bright, y'all. I mean, she is definitely bright. She is definitely giving. I'm just going back with the foundation brush to kind of tone this down because, y'all, this is crazy. For blush, I do have a new product, and that is going to be the P.LOUISE Glow with the Flow blush palette. This is Spring Fling. These are the shades. They are absolutely gorgeous. I want to take this shade right here called No Boundaries. And this palette is perfect for lipstick as well. Ooh, that's really pink. A little ashy. I'm gonna dip into this shade called Shining Moment. I'm just gonna add that, ooh, right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the face, and we can move on to blush, highlighter, and bronzer. So the face set beautifully, the under eyes look amazing. I'm actually shook and surprised about how flawless my face looks right now. Like obsessed with how snatched it looks. I'm going to be taking my One Size Made for Shade bronzer palette, and I'm going to be mixing this color here and the contour. Just mixing those and just tapping this on. And I really love the powder formula of this bronzer from One Size. Patrick definitely did his thing with these palettes. Also, y'all, check your blush palettes, okay? Because if y'all bought it like I did when it first came out, it's almost time for, you know, you to get a new one. If you haven't already, literally, it's expired and there's literally mold growing in the cream. So I gotta get a couple new blushes. I really do love the blush palette, but I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna go ahead and re-up or not. I have so many blushes, powder and cream. So I mean, I really do love the blushes that are in my collection. So we'll see if I re-up. To bake the skin, I'm going to be taking the Metamorphosis Nana powder. This Nana powder is very comparable to the Huda Beauty Kunafa powder. It's very yellow. My boo Tatanisha Sankar put me onto this powder, and it is so smoothing. It does have more like drugstore prices, and then it is a small business. So, ooh. While that's baking, speaking of small business, I did pick up some products from J'adore Cosmetics, and I, of course, had to get this blush palette. This is what the blush palette looks like. The packaging is stunning, and you do get 6 blushes. The colors on here are literally stunning, especially if you are brown skin or have deeper complexion. These shades are gorgeous. I'm gonna be mixing J'adore and Peaches, and I'm just going to add her right here. And the mirror on here is very crisp and clear. I'm gonna start dusting off this powder. And look at how flawless. I'm gonna add a pop of mint into the waterline. I'm gonna be taking the LA Girl Shockwave eyeliner pencil, and this is a gel liner in the color Fresh. This is the color. It's super vibrant, so we're just gonna add that to tie in kind of that pastel shade. I kind of want to add some shimmer right here on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take Retreat Me right here, that right on the bottom. Just gonna smudge some crease colors under the lash line, that orange. For highlighter, I'm just taking MAC Oh Darling, and I'm just gonna add a little bit onto the nose. For lip liner, I'm taking a new lip liner. This is the NYX Line Loud Lip Pencil in Rebel Kind, and this is new to me. I'm always using my Morphe, MAC, Jaclyn Cosmetics, or P.LOUISE lip liners. So I haven't used a NYX lip liner in a while. This one is supposed to be waterproof and long lasting, so I had to pick it up. So I'm just going to line the lips. And this color is perfect, especially because this really looks like my Jaclyn Cosmetics Bold Brew lip liner, and as we all know, Jaclyn Cosmetics is a wrap, okay? I'm actually really sad because I did like a lot of her products. But everything happens for a reason. I just want to compare really quick my NYX Line Loud versus the Jaclyn Cosmetics in Bold Brew. As you can see, the shades are very similar. So this one's actually a little bit darker. This is the NYX one, and this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics. So I'm very happy that I have a affordable dupe, and it actually feels really creamy on the lips like the Jaclyn Cosmetics one. So I'm really happy for that. For lipstick, I'm gonna be taking the new MAC Maximal lipstick. I actually like their matte formula, but you know, they're reformulating it for whatever reason, and I've never worn this shade before. This is in the shade Honey Love. Back in the day, Honey Love was like really beigey nude, but this one is giving like pinky peachy nude. This is the packaging to the MAC lipstick. You still get the black and silver, but now in the middle it says MAC. And this is what Honey Love looks like. So it's a lot more pinky than beige. And that's really pretty. This is the final look. What do we think? I low-key am living for this look. It's the blonde hair, the pop of green. I love that I added the shimmer right on the bottom because I feel like that really opened my eyes, and it's giving springtime. So jumping into my thoughts on these products, starting with the Secure the Glow primer. I mean, the skin is skinning. Like, it looks very healthy, very really just smooth. I think I just need to keep playing with her. I think this is going to pair really nicely with the Be Perfect Chroma Cover foundation, the matte one, because that one dries down really matte, but everything blended really nicely with the primer. It feels really good, and I think I look flawless. So I think the primer definitely did its thing. Now for eyeshadow. So as you can see, the eyes are really pretty, but I did have to use this palette in conjunction with another palette. The color story is really pretty, but if you're my skin complexion, you definitely are gonna need another palette. These NYX Pro STIX really had me shook, okay? It is super pigmented, easy to blend, and the coverage is there, okay? And as you can see, like, my T-zone is not really oily at all. I don't have any creasing. Like, my under eyes look amazing. So I'm actually really impressed by these. Just such a weird texture to get used to because it's not a liquid, and I don't want to add like too much, but everything came out the way it was supposed to. Your girl is looking snatched, and I'm definitely here for it. These definitely stole the show for me today. As far as setting the face, this Nana powder from Metamorphosis BF really did its thing. My face is smooth and blurred. This J'adore blush palette is literally so beautiful. I absolutely love the colors in here. I love that you do get like orange, like a mauve, some purpley berry tone. I only used a little bit just because I wanted to keep the cheeks nice and flushed. You can definitely build this up on the cheeks, but you know, I was going for something more soft and subdued. Okay. And as far as lips are concerned, the NYX Line Loud lip liner in Rebel Kind is top tier, okay? It's literally top tier. I swatched the Rebel Kind and my Jaclyn Cosmetics on my hand, and I have washed my hands since then, and I can still see the lip liner on my hand. Like literally the Jaclyn Cosmetics one was already gone, and even when I used makeup remover, the NYX one was still on. Like even after trying, I literally had to scrub it off my hand and it's still stained on my hand. This is what's left of the lip liner. If you guys are looking for a long lasting lip liner, definitely check out the NYX Line Loud lip liners. As far as the lipstick, this Honey Love shade is definitely not the Honey Love we're all used to. It's definitely more pinky beige. It could be a little bit more nude. It's very comfortable on the lips, so I'm not mad at her. The P. Louise Glow with the Flow blush palette. I love the concept of having the cream blushes in a palette like this, but the only thing is that it's so tiny. Like my brush, like you're gonna get product literally everywhere. It's gonna look a mess. Maybe I'll just stick to using this as a lip palette because using it on the cheek is not it, okay? The product itself is really beautiful and blendable, but just the packaging of it, yes, it's cute, but unless you're using like a really small like cream brush, like it's gonna get really messy really quick, unless you're literally scooping it out, and who wants to do that, right? This one, I'm a little like, I'm happy but annoyed with the packaging with this, but the colors look stunning. That concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the products I used today, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.